This one's a hard SAT geometry problem, and it's like no joke hard. In the xy plane, a circle has center C with coordinates hk. Points A and B lie on the circle. Point A has coordinates h plus 1, k plus the square root of 102. ACB is a right angle. What's the length of AB? So first write down what you're looking for, AB. And then secondly, I'm going to propose something really radical. First of all, I'm going to propose that you probably came here because you didn't know how to do the problem. And secondly, I'm going to propose that the explanation of this problem in the quote-unquote real math is really hard. You don't have to do that real math. You can ballpark. When you ballpark, the first thing you should do is write down A, B, C, D, because you're going to be crossing off answers. Now, let's just draw the figure. It's not here. The center of a circle, C, has coordinates HK. That HK part's not really very important. And then point A has coordinates h plus 1, k plus square root of 102. So h plus 1 is just the x coordinate of the circle. So it's like 1 over. And then the square root of 102 part is the y coordinate. So I'm going to kind of try to draw it to scale a little bit. And up here, here's A. What is this distance from A down here? Square root of 102, guys, that's about 10, right? Square root of 100 is 10. It's very close. Now, if I drew it to scale as best I could, I can draw this line. What's this line? That's a radius because it's from the center out to a point. About how long is that line? It is about 10, right? Okay. So here, out here, somewhere is B. Where's B? It is on the circle. So how long is it from the center out to B? It's also 10. What kind of angle is right here? ETS flatly tells you it's a right angle. So finally, I can write in the distance that I'm looking for. It's this guy right here. And as ugly as my figure is, hopefully you can see that you're just dealing with a right triangle. And you know how to deal with right triangles. A squared plus B squared is C squared. Now let's ballpark. A squared is about 10 squared, so it's 100. B squared is also about 10 squared, so it's 100. Okay, so what's C squared? It's about 200. I know you know how to do this. Root 200. What is that? That's calculator math for sure. It's 14 and some big long decimal stuff, but you're ballparking. So it's 14. And when you go to the answer choices, that's what you're looking for. And then remember you're ballparking. So you take square root of 206, and the square root of 206 is about 14. So obviously you keep that. 2 times the square root of 102. 2 times the square root of 102 is about 20. Is that close to 14? It is, I guess, so I'll keep it. C says 103 times the square root of 2. This is worth remembering. The square root of 2 is about 1.4. So it's 1.4 times 103. Guys, that's about 144. That's nowhere near 14. So you got to get rid of it. And then D says, also worth remembering, 103 times square root of 3. Square root of 3 is about 1.7. So it's 103 times 1.7. And that's about 175. Obviously, that is nowhere near 14. So you get it down to 2, and you're like, okay, I ballparked. Is it 14 is pretty close to 14? Should I pick that, or should I pick 20? You should definitely, obviously, pick the one that's closest to 14. That's the right answer. You get it right. This is the hardest question you're going to face on any ETS test. I do want to point out one more thing to you. Look at B. Answer choice B is a Joe Bloggs answer. It is an answer choice designed to get people to pick it. Why? Because it has a number, square root of 102, in it. People who are going to get this question wrong are going to be attracted to that like moths to a flame. So that's a really good reason not to pick B, but A was the closest to 14, and it's the answer. Get it right, get those points, man. Get a great score.